All right, I'm doing this video on this Honda. It's got about 370,000 miles on it. It's my commuter car. And here recently, I've got this issue where whenever I go to start it up on a cold start, I hear a rattle for about half a second. And so let's try it and see if you're able to hear it. Yeah, you're probably able to hear it that time. I've learned that issue is the cam chain tensioner. There's a little check valve in there that has gone bad and worn out. There is a TSB out for this. It's going to be TSB 19-019. I'm going to make a little video showing how to replace it. Should be fairly simple. All right, the materials we're going to need this are pretty simple. It's the cam chain tensioner itself. I got the genuine Honda part for around 50 bucks. Ended up ordering mine off eBay. There's going to be the part number right there. I believe it's 14510-5A2-A02. And then some gasket. Got the Honda bond right there. First step we're going to need to do is to come around or remove this tire, get it jacked up, and get the wheel well exposed so we can get to it. So I'll go ahead and do that. I've got the tire off. And got a jack stand up under there. There was a little plastic, one of those little pop rivet deals there. Another one right up through there, and you can just pull this back. And this is what we want to get to. Next step is going to be able to get these 3 bolts here, here, and here. Remove that, and then we'll be exposed to the cam chain tensioner. So that'll be next. Okay, that's what we got. I was able to remove the cover. You can see a little bit of gas material still on the back. And so next what I'm going to do is clean off some of that gasket material and then start removing the old tensioner. To get that chain tensioner out, you need to attach to the crankshaft and turn it counterclockwise. It's going to move that tensioner kind of up and down, and you see I have this little very small Allen wrench. Once you get to a certain point, some holes are going to line up in the bottom part of this little bicycle chain looking thing. When you get those holes lined up, push it through, and that will allow you to take the tension off that tensioner, and then you can untake it out. So there's the new one. Notice that when it comes, it's already got that little plug in there. So essentially what you're doing is compressing the tensioner by turning the crankshaft counterclockwise. When the holes line up, push this through, and then you're set. At this point, after I was able to get that pin in, then you have to rotate the crankshaft clockwise 90 degrees to put some tension on there. And then you can undo the screws. You can see I have the little Allen wrench in place. So that's what we're doing at this point. I was able to get it off. It was a little bit of a tight fit. Notice that on the back side of the old one, this is a little filter here. And don't use any cloth, but use some brake clean. And that will get it all kind of cleaned up and then put it on the new one. So I'll get that cleaned up, and then the next step is going to be to install the new one. I got the new one installed. You see I had to use my screwdriver to get a little bit of leverage to get all the holes aligned, but we got it. So now I'm going to get my torque wrench, and I believe it's 9 foot-pounds of torque. We've got the new one installed. I used my 1/4 inch torque wrench, and it ended up being 108 inch-pounds. I just rounded up to 110. So now that we're installed, next thing to do is to put the Honda bond on here and torque those down to, I believe, 12 foot-pounds. So that's what's going to be next. I've got it all installed. It actually turned out to be 9 foot-pounds of torque to get those last 3 on. Another thing I should say is this is the technical service bulletin. Print it out. It's helpful. I'm going to get everything buttoned up and we'll give it a shot. Well, we got everything installed, so let's cross our fingers. Here we go. Ooh. Still made the noise. Let's just see. Gonna let it warm up for a little bit. We'll try it again. Like butter. Excellent. That's what we want right there. Took about an hour total, and that's figuring it out. So hey, easy job. Not that many bolts, and better than taking it to the shop. We will see you guys later.